Hey guys, Liz here, aka Isabel Sharon, aka Bondi Babe, aka Liz for Paris Adored, aka. I have a habit of doing that. I know it's kind of annoying, I guess. Well, anyhow, welcome to another episode of Coffee with Isa. It's Monday for you, but me recording it is actually Friday. I tend to do it normally when I get time alone, because if my son comes home, he really doesn't get it when I'm sitting here having a chat with myself on the computer. He finds it a little bit sort of disconcerting. You know, it's really funny, the youth of today, and I mean, he's 27. You know, it's like my mother is doing this, how effing embarrassing. It's like we're not allowed to do these things, you know. I have an Instagram account, like I have an SL one and I have a real life one, and I have a Facebook for both worlds as well, you know, real life. But then I have in my SL Facebook blended some real people in there. Actually, everyone is real, but some of my own personal real people in there, because they were fascinated, and so they're in both. But my kids are just, well, they're adults, but they're modern. They're the modern, you know, Instagrammy. My daughter is like, you know, every photo has to go on Instagram, and it's either the pout, or now with my grandson, it's like, you know, he's dressed in his Converse, and, you know, let's take a picture of his feet, that kind of thing. It's just, so they're very with it, you know. Everything's hashtag this and hashtag that, and I don't know, you know. But the moment their mother is doing something, it's like, good God, how embarrassing. So yeah, I tend to record these when he's not around, because he mutters in the background. He came home once and I was doing something and he was muttering in the background, and I was like, what? And he's like, for God's sake. And I'm like, go away, you've got your own hobbies. Put it this way, they know I do it, and my daughter finds it fascinating, but at the same time she cringes. So, and I guess that would be with most parents that are doing what we do, vlogging, because apparently it's not for us old folk. We shouldn't be doing this. I'm not actually old, which is quite funny, but they make me feel old when they behave like that. Anyhow, so I record this, as I was saying, when I'm home alone. So I'm home alone now. It's Friday. It's after work. It's early evening. My son's gone off somewhere for a meal. And I thought, perfect, I'm going to do my coffee with Isa. So can I just say I've had quite a bitch of a week. And I guess from my sudden blog last weekend about my computer problems, and then my vlog that I did Friday with my indestructible dress on, which I actually recorded yesterday, but you saw today, which was Friday, but not today because it's Monday for you. You would have got the sort of indications that I was feeling a bit sort of despondent, because you know, I really don't want my computer to have a mess up, because it had a mess up last year, but for different reasons, obviously. And everything's been perfect, and now it's got a mess up because I've messed it up. And I'm angry with myself. You know, my brother made everything perfect for me in here, and what did I go and do? I've done something, and I can't even update my own computer, which has, you know, 2 terabytes of space on it, and an SSD drive, and solid state drive, that's what it's called. And I've stuffed something up, and I've deleted a Firestorm folder with all my wind lights in it. And oh God, and now every now and then it just does some strange things, and my icons don't show up for my Explorer on my taskbar, and it's just driving me nuts. But anyhow, enough of that. I wanted to update you on my spam people. Because do you remember, I don't know if you remember, a couple of coffees ago I said I decided to answer some of these interesting money offers, and one of them was Ian Bladden, the one that was in the London bank. He was the London bank, He wasn't working for a London bank. He was the London bank. Well, anyhow, I responded to him and I said, tell me more. That's all I said was tell me more. So let me read to you some of our correspondence. And strangely, the email address changed. So he became ian1968bladden@mail2consultant.com. So that's the email address if any of you want to have a bit of fun. Anyhow, so here's his response. Thanks for your prompt response, Ms. Isabel. Now, seriously? Isabel Shiren, not Miss Isabel, but okay, I'll take it. First and foremost, I am glad I have an understanding partner to accompany me in achieving our aim in this transaction. You do not need to be related to the late Joachim. The deal is that you both share same last name, which is all I need to make this work, as there is no next of kin in his documents with us. This deal is legal and totally risk-free, and the success will be ascertained in no distance time if you make this a priority. What the hell is he on about? I don't have the same last name as the late Joachim. Anyhow, I will have to consult an attorney who is specialised in inheritance law to prepare all legal documents that will be included in the file of late Joachim with the help of inheritance claims. He will also give you full representation just in case you can't come over here due to time and distance. Well, of course I'm not going to go over there. I don't even know where you are. An actual fact, don't you remember Ian Bladden? You're in the London Bank? London Bank. So how come I would need representation to go over? I just need to catch a train to London. Dodgy already. Anyhow, he goes, you can give me a call anytime for us to discuss further if need be. Please know all of this legal paperwork and consultation fee process is going to cost some amount of money, so I need you to be informed and be prepared. There it comes. So it's going to cost me money to get some money. Well, be informed that I've contacted you alone and no one else. Oh, God, I feel so special. I feel so special. He's contacted me alone in a sea of aloneness, I'm sure. This is not a bonus offer, rather it's a deal that has to be done between both of us alone. Knowing the nature of this transaction and the reason why you were contacted, with due respect again, note, maximum confidentiality will be highly appreciated and help in actualizing our target. I am doing this with you based on blind trust, hoping you will not betray me when the money has been successfully transferred to you. You trusted the wrong guy. You really trusted the wrong person, Mr. Bladden, because I'm putting it all over YouTube right now, okay? So anyhow, he writes, I need you to furnish me with the rest of your details so I can put it in the file of late Mr. Joachim Sheren as the next of kin. As you already know, I have access to his files. So the details I need of you are your full name. Well, why does he need my full name? He knows I'm Isabel Shiren. He wrote to me. My address? Well, he must know that because he contacted me. My marital status? Really? My occupation? My phone number? I'll get this. And if you have any form of identification that would also go into file is to make it easy for verification, but it should be an identification issued before 2015-2017. No, 2015, 2017. What about 2016? Have I missed something here? But why before? Was I someone else back then? I'm not sure. Anyhow, as soon as I get these details and put them as the next of kin into the file of the late Joachim Shiren, I will give you the contact details of the accounting department to contact immediately to initiate the transfer proceedings. Await and appreciate your soon response. Ian Bladden. Best regards. Oh my God. Direct line phone number, and it's a UK mobile, guys. And it is 07045 600 906. Interesting. I bet you it's one of those numbers that you call and then it reroutes and it charges you per second. Yeah, like I'm going to call it. Anyhow, so I answered, wow. Yes, I am, Sharon. What do I need to do? He writes back, thanks for your email, Isabel. Thanks for your prompt response. Let me introduce myself again. I am Ian Bladden, Senior Operations Manager of the UK Investment Bank of Allstate here in Scotland. Hang on a minute, wasn't he in London? Oh, it doesn't make sense. So it's not really going with what he said. It's just bizarre. So he goes, I have contacted you for a very confidential and profitable transaction. Your contact came to me through a search engine. He goes, the British government is making a very serious attempt to confiscate and transfer this money into the National Treasury because they know the bona fide owner is dead and no next of kin is coming forth to reclaim this money. I have documents to this account and I know about every necessary detail regarding the opening of this account that would lead to the successful execution of this project. He's talking twaddle. He's talking absolute twaddle over here in the UK, and I should know this because I deal with deceased accounts in my job. If there's no estate, they go there. I can't remember what they're called actually now. Funnily enough, I do this in my job. There's actually a government body that will search and continue to search till they find next of kins. So he's talking numpty nonsense here. It's just absolute numpty nonsense. If they go interstate, there's this process that's followed. But anyhow, he wants me to stand in as next of kin, and as soon as he gets my consent and full cooperation, he will immediately include my name in his file as the bona fide next of kin. Jolly good. And okay, this is brilliant. For your effort and partnership, I'm offering you 40% while the remaining 60% comes to me. This transaction is absolutely risk-free and everything will be done legitimately. Neither you nor I am at any risk. Thankfully, only me that have the access to the file. I hope I've given a good detail of the transaction. Feel free to ask anything if it's not clear to you. Finally, if your last name is not Shireen, it means I made a mistake. Of course it's not Shireen, you donut. Because Isabel Shireen is a virtual character. Not unless he's actually in Second Life somewhere. He could be in Second Life somewhere actually. And perhaps I've inherited thousands and thousands of lindens. That could be it. I'm inheriting lindens. But it's gone from London to Scotland. How interesting. Anyhow, he awaits and will appreciate my soonest response. Yeah. So I just sent him another one going, but tell me more. So he sent me another one. I am an investment bank here in London, United Kingdom. I have a viable business to discuss with you. Get back to me for details. So we went back to square one. So I don't know what happened. The dude, I guys go, tell me more. And the dude can't read, obviously. So, yeah, that's Ian Bladden, guys. And I just recommend that you all contact Ian Bladden and just sort of like, give a big shout out and say hello. But then followed on from Ian Bladden, I got an email from Barista Taibi Ndikwa. And Barista's email address is baristataibo@yahoo.com. Yeah, good old Yahoo address. Compliment of the day to you. Oh God, this is a Scottish one now. Attention, it's my pleasure to write to you today. I'm Taibo Ndikwa, a lawyer to Mr. George, a gold merchant who was my client before he died as a result of lung cancer. Oh, good God, poor guy. And I hope that you will not expose or betray this trust and confidence that I'm about to repose in you for the benefit of both our families, and am in need of your help as a foreigner to transfer his leftover fund. Oh my God, are you listening? 10.5,500,000 United States dollars into my account. I will give you the full details of this transaction immediately you notified me of your interest. Well, let's reply to him right now. Let's just do that as I'm talking to you. Right, what can I write? Reply all. Let's do this in real time. Okay. Dear you. Please tell me more. Tell me more. I am so interested because I went to a psychic, who told me I would inherit. OMG. Thanks muchly, Isabel Sharon. Okay. And let's just add Isabel Sharon. Okay. And then let's just, what shall I give myself a title? Because barrister and criminal lawyer. No, barrister and honor, bachelor of arts, master's degree. Right, I'm going to press send. I wonder if he'll answer while I'm doing this. Oh God, I love it. Anyhow, yeah, so as you can see, I've actually been receiving loads of them, and they're just two that I'm telling you about because I've been actively replying to them. Some of them don't answer because they obviously work out that, yeah, she's not taking this seriously. It's when I do that, wow. God, don't they get that? I really mean it. Wow, that's so good. I'm going to start, you know what I'm going to start doing? I'm going to go, wow, OMG, hashtag. Just ramp it up a bit. In fact, I might pop a photo on there. I might just, yeah, I'm gonna put a photo on my emails now. I'll think of something. Yeah, I might do that. And just see, and just a photo of me with a flower and a straw hat. That's what I'm gonna do, because that'll just amuse me. So I'm waiting to see if I get a reply. I don't suppose I'll get a reply while I'm doing this, so we'll drop that for now. Anyhow, my week, it's just been one of those weeks, and actually I've been working on some stuff. I've been filming in Sansa, and unfortunately, due to the NDA agreement, I'm unable to show any of you at this moment in time, but I can tell you that's what I've been doing. So I've been doing between that and doing my blogging, and I've been really trying hard to do it all without the right tools. And actual fact, when I say right tools, if you're a machinima person, you need to be able to smooth cam and stuff, which I don't know how to do with a keyboard. I've worked out some keyboard shortcuts, so I think I've done not too bad actually, given it's a bit jittery. If I wasn't so broke, I'd go out and buy those hand things so that I can, I don't know if they make a difference to filming, but I just want to do it because it's just fascinating me at the moment. And I keep raving. I keep going to work. I've actually been talking quite openly about not so much Second Life, because I don't generally talk about that at work, mainly because you know, the type of job I do and that kind of thing, and yeah, people try and undermine you. But I've been talking to a few people saying, oh, I'm involved in this thing that I've gone in, and it's really fascinating. But that's as far as I've given it. But I can't stop talking about it, and I keep talking to my daughter about it, and she's actually interested because she finds it fascinating. So I just keep yakking away, desperate to show someone. I can't show anyone. Do you know, I haven't even shown anyone at home. So like they come in here and I just want to go, look. And I've even not done that. Yeah? How good am I at a contract? I'm bloody good. I'm like, yeah, I'm quite proud of myself. But I have done my video, and it's ready, and it's very highly private at the moment until they say that we can. And I can't wait to share it with you because, like, I know some people aren't, you know, they've seen bits on YouTube and stuff, and they're probably not impressed, or some people have been in already, and they're not overly impressed for whatever reason. Maybe it's the graphics, maybe they haven't worked out how to do stuff. But I've been sort of going in each day and working out how to move stuff and trying to get involved in an experience, which you'll hear about in my video. But I've enjoyed it, and so my video will be me talking about it, and then it will show you quite a few things in there which might whet your appetite. So I've enjoyed doing that, and I hate keeping this. I hate not showing people stuff. It kind of like irks me, but I'll respect that. So we will see, and I don't think it's too long we have to wait. So I do wish I'd been involved with this from the beginning. I might have learned how to do more by I might have created a whole amazing work of art by now if I'd have been involved. But to be fair, why would I get involved? I'm not a creator of proper content, as in what other people use. I'm a machinima blogger kind of person. So what I do is something different, and and maybe I have thought about it. I think sometimes us bloggers, we're probably a dime a dozen these days because there are so many. So I was really grateful when I did apply, and under those credentials that they actually went, yeah, okay, come in. So that actually pleased me, but then I don't know how many they said yes to, so who knows. So yeah, I've been doing that. My real life work, not so great at the moment, and I don't mind telling you about it. It's been a tumultuous time for me there because of, as everyone knows, that I've spoken about it, about the suicide that I had to deal with, and about the data breach and stuff like that. That's really marked a big period of my last 18 months that have really affected me. And actually I'm coming through that now. I'm a lot stronger now. I have, because I dropped being a union rep even. I walked away from it because I couldn't cope with the stress, because it is a stressful role. But I've gone back into it now. I'm back. I'm not official yet because no one really knows, but you guys know. I am now back to being what I was before. I'm not doing the officer role. I'm just doing straight on representation. But yesterday we found out that on the 31st of July, we're all going to get an email of a consultation document, and we're going to go into a 45-day consultation. So we're restructuring. For me and everyone else in my service, it means possible job losses, possible reapplying for jobs, possible wage drops, all that kind of really unbelievably horrible stuff. I'm due to fly to Toulouse, France in August, and this is just going to really put a damper on it because I'll be in consultation whilst I'm away, and of course I'm going to be fretting about my job. So at the end of the consultation and the notice period, you might see me in Second Life 24/7 because I won't have a job. Or I might be lucky to keep a job, or I might have a huge pay drop, which means that'll alter my SL world. So who knows? But yeah, that's what's been happening. So this week's, I can laugh about it. I just laugh about stuff because otherwise I'd sit here and cry, and who wants to really hear me sob? No one wants to hear that. I can do that in the privacy of my bedroom or in a Skype call with a friend. So I can sit there and blub all I like, but I wouldn't do that to you guys. So it's a bit of a sort of serious time, and it always worries me this time because obviously as a union rep I get involved, and this time it's going to involve me, so I'm not really sure how I'm going to feel about this, because when it's going to involve me, how am I going to feel about representing other people? Because actually I just want to represent myself. It's at the end of the day, we have to look after ourselves before we can look after other people. So it's going to be a trying time. So, this is not really virtual world stuff, but then like I said to you guys when I started my Coffee with Isa, this is a time just to talk about other stuff. It's not to talk about girly fashion, it's not to talk about makeups, it's just about talking about different stuff, and if people want me to talk about things, then happy to do that. So that's what Coffee with Isa is, and so I'm telling you about what's going on in my world, because people always ask me, Liz, what's going on? And so I tell them. My last coffee last week, in my coffee, if you'd listened to the coffee all the way through, you would have got preview of the ASMR video I did. And so those that did listen to it would have known that. But a friend of mine said to me, why have you not made that public, Liz? And I said, well, because I'm a bit embarrassed. Not sure that it's okay. I enjoyed doing it, but I'm not sure it's okay. I'm not sure that's what people want to hear. Because I did let a couple of people privately listen to it. Jackson Red Star goes to me, why are you whispering? Yeah, Jackson, if you're listening to this, that's ASMR. Oh, that was so funny. And then another person went to me, I can't hear you, you're whispering. Yeah, that's the whole idea. So, but anyhow, I've had a couple of people actually email me from that and said they'd like me to do it more. So I am going to do it more. And I will always entitle it the ASMR so that you know if it's not your thing, you can go, I'm not going to watch that. I'll just bypass that because it says ASMR. So that is up to you guys. But I have had people email me and they want me to keep it on this channel. So and they like the idea that it's a virtual girl and stuff like that. So I thought, well, okay, I'll do it. I quite enjoy doing it because I do actually get it. So and what I will say to people is you just need to check out other channels. And the way with the ASMR, the best way to listen to it is because if you're sitting there in front of your computer going, I can't hear it, you're supposed to put your headphones on. The idea is the experience of complete silence and just listening. Okay, that's what you're supposed to really ideally do, because some computers sound like tins, so you're losing the experience, and you really want to go and listen to some of the other channels on here because they really seriously, they have got most fantastic microphones. I'd love to own a microphone like that, but I don't, because their microphones produce these amazing sounds, and I just think, wow, that's so cool, really cool. Anyhow, so there's that. And yeah, okay. Yes. And just a little thing to let you know that I'm going to be starting a new segment on my channel. I'm not going to quite tell you yet what it is, but let's just say you'll be meeting someone. And obviously it's me. I'm not going to lie. It'll be me. But you will be meeting a new me soon. And it's just something different. And I'm working on it at the moment. I have actually done something already, and I let someone see and they found it quite funny. But it is a virtual meets reality thing. So don't be expecting me to talk about Second Life. It won't be about Second Life. It will be Second Life meets the real world. And that's all I'm telling you. Okay. Because I can. Anyhow, you might be wondering where I am. I'm a little skybox up in the sky at Namaste Beach. Yeah. This is my private little area. I do have a private area because a girl has to get changed, a girl has to get naked, and one mustn't do that in public on Namaste Beach. So I go up in the sky. I'm in the sky. So I'm in the sky, my little sky bubble, and I bought this sky dome thing a little while ago. I was actually quite impressed because look at the sky. It's like, this is so cool. Why have I never owned one of these before? I'd never thought to buy one of these before because I thought they're ugly things in the sky, but actually it doesn't matter what it looks like from the outside. Who cares? It's what it's like on the inside because that's where you're going to reside. So I've created this little space and up here, which is really handy because when I blog some decor stuff and whatever, I'll be able to do it within this space, and it won't affect the land down below, because actually moving stuff and all that is quite stressful for me because I lose track of my inventory. I'm still diabolical, and I'm going to try and do something about that, because frankly I should. What's the week got in store for us? Good God, who knows? I'm just having a chat today, as I normally do, and it's just a meander because I like to meander. I've been making quite a few really good friends through doing blogging and blogging. It's funny how, because I spend a lot of time on my own. I've always been, as I said, always known for being the loner that I am. But I've got one really good friend in SL, and we communicate every day. I'm not going to even say who it is, but she knows who she is. And we're really good mates. And our friendship came about because of a hurt moment, which is really strange that it was a mutual thing that we did experience, and so we've become friends. But since that was the only person I'd really started sort of hanging out with or communicating with a lot, because I do so much vlogging and blogging. I tend to not have time anymore to really talk to people. But then in saying that, though, I'm not I am a really friendly and very that kind of person. I am a very sort of friendly blah 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 person, but I'm also quite a loner. In real life, when I come home, I actually like my own space. I really like my own space. And so when I go into SL and I'm doing something, I appreciate my own space, and I tend not to communicate a lot. And I feel so guilty. I've forever got my autorespond on, and it's not because I'm avoiding people, and it's not because I am that loner person. It's actually because, seriously, I am so busy all the time. And I don't want to let people down with blogging and stuff like that. And like I've said before, I like to, when I get something, I like to blog it all. If I can do it, I do it. But it is sometimes hard. So I spend a lot of time doing that. And it might sound like hard work, but it's something I enjoy doing, because I'm a person that thrives on a bit of pressure. That's just my nature. So I have a habit now that when I normally tend to do sort of the blogging and vlogging stuff when I come in from work, so I will definitely not be communicating then, and then I will leave myself online, and I'll go off and cook dinner, and then I'll go 1,000 IMs 1,000 IMs, and then I'll come back and oh crap. I'm so sorry. I was AFK. No, really I was. I wasn't ignoring you, because I don't ignore people. It's not my nature. And I know people do this. People do this and they say they're AFK and they're not. And the people that bloody, I've crashed, just so they can avoid people. I'm not one of those people. I don't need to be. If I don't want to talk to you, I'll tell you. I will say to you, you know what? I'm not interested. I will tell you. I've never been the person that would lie about it. I'm pretty upfront and honest. So if I'm saying I'm AFK, I am AFK. If I say I'm blogging and vlogging, I am actually doing that, which is quite a lot. And I tend to find the time after I've done dinner and stuff, and I've relaxed, because then I'll walk away from the computer and have dinner and things like that. Just leave myself online now, and then I'll come back. And then that's the time that I might tend to hang out with a friend or whatever. But I have made some friends through vlogging and blogging, Maddie being one of them, and Rosie being another. And I made a friend before, but I haven't seen much of her at all, unfortunately. But it's a wonderful thing when you're all involved in doing something that's very common and a common interest, because you kind of like bounce off of each other. And now I've also, through Maddie, met Robin, and it's just really, it's so nice to have people that have the same similar interests as you and do the same things as you, because every now and then you can have a natter and you can throw an idea, and it's just really nice. And it's the first time that's happened to me in SL, that I've come across people that have actually communicated with me about stuff and wanted to sort of do stuff with me. So I thought that's really nice, because a lot of the older vloggers and bloggers, they've already got their niche group, they hang out with, and that's fine. So I've never been able to sort of find anyone to bounce off of. So it's really nice that we've struck up friendships, and we can share ideas, and all I can say is watch this space. That's all I'm going to say. There's a little hint. But yeah, so I do think that the sort of community spirit of sharing stuff and meeting people is nice, and it's not about it's about having fun, because I'm certainly here to have fun. I don't know about you guys, but I certainly am here to have fun. I avoid all drama in this world, because you know what, I got enough in my real life. Seriously, I've got enough in my real life. So I avoid it. I avoid all of that, because it's such negative energy, and there's no need for it. So I avoid it. And I think that's one of the reasons why I have always been a bit of a loner, because I didn't want to be involved in it. And I was talking to Maddie about this, and I said the one thing that is missing from my SO life is probably a relationship. I think I haven't had one of those in quite a while. I had a strange one end of last year, earlier this year, which was from June last year actually. But I haven't, because I have this thing that if you're married, stay away from me. We can be friends, that's it. If you're cheating on another avatar, stay away from me. Go and cheat somewhere else. If you want to get in my pixel pants, forget it. I ain't taking them off. It takes a lot to get my pants off, let me tell you. And and if you want to talk to me, don't call me babe, for God's sake. Okay, so all the men out there, this is just a hint. If you ever message me and you think, I want to message Isa, just remember this: never, ever, ever, ever call me babe. I hate it. Hate it with a passion. You can call me that if we've been together a while and we've been spending loads of times together, and you slip in, hey babe, that's fine. But if we've never met and the first words out of your mouth are, hey babe, I'm like, give me strength. I'm just like, oh, go away. It's just one of my things. And yeah, so I have thought about it. I have thought about the fact that actually it would be nice to have someone in SL. Or maybe I should go on Cassie's dating show. Mind you, after that fella that was on there that I watched, I can't even remember his name. Rugged. What the hell was that about? He weren't rugged. He just he was an interesting character. Yeah, I don't like characters like that. It's just like, nah. But yeah, maybe I should go on Cassie's dating show and see if I can find me a fella. Yeah, but this business that you can't look at. I'll be like looking on my thing and checking profiles out. There's no way, no, I wouldn't check on my profile. I'm a profile checker, and I always check the real life tab to see if there's a real life photo, because I actually do have my real life photo on my profile. I haven't got an issue with that, because I just think, you know what, there's two types of people in SL. There's the people that come in and just want a complete virtual experience and then to walk away from it, and then there's people like me who blur SL in real life because it doesn't matter. It's we're free to do so or whatever. So people have different sort of red lines for their SL experience. Mine is, if you're going to know me, you might as well see that who I am, and you get to know me. I actually don't role play, so because I suck at it. I really suck. But when you get to know me, you get to know me. Yeah, that's just, I'm the same person. I just obviously don't look like my pixel, because who bloody well does? Do you know what? If I can find a man that looks like my bot man that is in a lot of my videos, I'll fall in love with them instantly. I'm telling you that now. I love my bot man. He is made how I want him to be. So if you're an avatar, can you look at the bot man that I'm in my videos, and if you make yourself look like that, I'm there. I'm so there. I was thinking of marrying him, but I married him once before, and we divorced because there was a very big lack of conversation, very one-sided relationship. So it wasn't worth it. And I'm not going to pay the Lindens for it anymore. That's it. So I'm just not going to marry myself. Or should I? I could have this whole big wedding, couldn't I? Invite you all. Anyhow, I'm just talking rubbish. Okay, I'm just talking rubbish. Right, I'm going to go. Because I'm talking so much rubbish, I'm going to go, and I'm actually going to go and cook my dinner, and I'm going to go on AFK because that's what I do. Have a lovely week, everybody, and something new will be coming out soon, and I hope you like it, and we will see. Anyhow, toodaloo, bye bye.